ます。こんにちは、こんばんは、くじかです。ツイートしてないあれツイートしてないぞ。Okay, ツイートしよう。I thought I clicked tweet. Apparently I did not. Oh no. Oh no.おはようございます。これでライブ。Share. Copy, paste, and typo, double type to Kansai International Airport today. Osaka. Posto. Okay. Perfecto! Perfecto, perfecto. ということで、改めまして、おはようございます。こんにちは、こんばんは。アクシカです。Hello everyone, it's Yuri here. Hi. Hello, hello. So today, it's the airport time again. Although today, I gotta go out, so the stream won't be long. Sorry. But I would like to enjoy as much as I can in the short time. So let's get started. I'm gonna jump into the thing now. Wow, right? Yuri doesn't do like a pre-talk before she starts off, before the kickoff. She does not for today. So today we're going to be talking about this airport, Kansai International Airport. Somehow the code name is KIX, K-I-X. There's a reason why I'm calling the airports by the code name, because there's one code name that I want to introduce you guys in the future. But for now, we're going to talk about KIX, okay? Even if you know which one, keep it to yourself. Don't spoil it yet, okay? So yeah, Kansai International Airport, code name is KIX KIX. This is the airport you're going to be using if you go to Osaka, mainly. But if you're going to the west side of Japan, this is the biggest international airport. So even if you want to go to the Shikoku region or like the Chugoku region, this is the airport you're going to be using. If you're flying in from overseas, especially like the west. 関西国際空港はですね、関西の玄関口として知られております。日本三大国際空港がですね、一応成田、羽田、関西となっておりますので、特にアメリカであったり、そちらの欧米側から来る方はですね、大阪の方面行きたい人は、関西国際空港に着くよって方もいらっしゃるんじゃないだろうかなと思います。So yeah, so this is the Kansai International Airport. There's actually one more airport in the Kansai. The one more is around here. It's this one, Osaka Kokusai Kuko, Osaka International Airport. Yes. You're like, huh? But isn't that one like the Osaka one? Because when I search it on Expedia, this is the airport that I'm always introduced to. Yes and no at the same time. Because Osaka International Airport is also known as Itami Airport. Japanese always calls it Itami Airport. And this airport is international, but it's not really international. Compared to Kansai International Airport, compared to KIX, Itami isn't as much. So, if you're flying in from like East Asia, yeah, there's also a chance you'll be using here, but or like or like Southeast Asia too. Maybe I'm not really familiar with Itami. I never got a chance to use it, but yeah, Although if you're flying in from States, you'll be using Kansai International Airport, not Osaka. And the Osaka International Airport is one of the airports that's built in the city, so it doesn't operate 24 hours. There's a strict rule that it can only operate until, I forgot the time, but like, I think it was like 9 or 10 p.m. And there's no flights after that, so. Although, the access-wise, this is more convenient to go compared to the Kansai International Airport from Osaka. Because the Osaka, okay, I don't know how well you can see this, but Osaka is like this shape. Okay? Kansai International Airport, KIX, is really in the south, as you can see. Itami is around here. And the main part of Osaka, there's two main parts actually. One is called Sakai. Sakai is here, but the biggest city in Osaka is here. It's kind of in the north actually, compared to, you know, where the Kansai International KIX is located. So, if you're going to stay in Osaka, like Umeda or Shin Osaka, those area, then Itami is much closer. So that's the reason why some Japanese people, if you're flying in domestically, you can of course choose which airport you want to use, and some people just prefers Itami over Kansai International Airport just because it's closer. And although I only used Kansai International Airport before, so I don't know anything about Itami. I know it's since the size is smaller, it's much simpler, and even if you're running late, high chance it's still gonna be fine. Don't run late though, compared to KIX. And KIX, since it's built on the ocean, the water, a couple years ago, people got locked in actually. There's only one way by road if you want to go out by road to escape. It's this one. This is like the only one way. There's train and also like a road here. And I don't remember what exactly happened, but there was one time that people got like trapped in here and couldn't escape because of like the road got shut down or something. So yeah, you gotta keep that in mind too. Although, speaking of transportation-wise, it's not bad actually, because there's two trains going in. If I remember correctly, we're gonna be looking at that as well. それまず見ようか。アクセス、空港へ向かうでいいか。Yeah, there's two lines going in. I did remember correctly. There's two lines going in. The light green one. The light green one is the JR line. And there's also the dark green one. It's the Nankai line. I think I took the... Oh, wait a second. I actually don't remember which one I took. どれ乗ったんだろう、確か。It's okay. There's a way to check. I believe I took a picture of the train I got on. Does that help actually? I don't know. There's a video, but if I play that, I'm pretty sure it's an announcement. I think I got on the JR line actually. JR 乗ったと思います、確かこの時。Yeah, I think I got on the JR line actually. They did? Okay, never mind. I can't look at that. Yeah, I think I got on the JR line. JR 乗ったと思います。But there's also Nankai line, Nankai JR, two lines that you can access to kicks. But as you can see, the Nankai only starts from Namba. Namba is also a big city. So if you're staying in Namba, using the Nankai is probably smarter. But there's also something called JR Namba. These are two different stations you gotta keep in mind. But if you're like staying closer to JR, there's also a JR option. Or if you're just staying in Shinyamamiya, then you can use both lines, basically. So really depends on where you're staying, which line you will be using, and which one you will need to remember for the access. But I believe most people will end up using JR line because the major cities are around the JR line. And something interesting that you won't really see in other airports is this one. There's a ferry that you can use to access there. And it actually connects to another airport, which is the Kobe Airport. Kobe Airport is also used as an airport to access Osaka, actually. Because of the location. It's really close. And there's trains and also ferries to access. Because Kobe is here. This is Kobe. Kobe, if you're like not familiar, Kobe is actually the main city of Hyogo Prefecture. You might be able to see like the dotted line here, the broken line here. Hyogo, and this is Osaka Prefecture. So two different prefectures, but since the main city is built really close to Osaka, as you can see, it's quite close. There's lots of trains and express trains that head to Osaka, Kobe, and because of that, this airport is also used as an entrance to Osaka sometimes, especially if you're flying in domestic. If you're like using Expedia or like Skyscanner to look up the flights, then they will sometimes just introduce you to Kobe. そうですね、こちら神戸空港っていうのがございまして、関西の玄関口は主に関空と伊丹なんですけども、神戸も使われます。なんなら大阪行くときにね、チケット検索すると神戸空港案内されたりします。その理由がですね、すごく近いんですね、物理的距離が。すんごく近くて。電車がね、たくさん走っていまして、特急もあるので、結構簡単に着くことができますし、関空神戸乗り換えってたまにあるんですよ。飛行機の乗り継ぎ。それも問題なくできます。ここなんとフェリーが通っております。特に転線はね、出てこないんですけど、フェリーが通っておりまして、こちら高速船ですね。So this one, 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes and you can move airport to airport. 30分でですね、神戸空港、関西国際空港、行ったり来たりができます。すんごいね。便利。大変便利ではあると思います。Of course, since it's ferry, it's not as cheap as train. It's gonna be slightly a pricier option, but if you need to do this move, this is also an option. Because some people, especially if you're flying in from like domestic to international, some people need to use Kobe and then go to Kansai International Airport to go overseas if you live in Japan. And those times are this way that you gotta use. This transit that you gotta use. 便利そうです。いや、本当にこれはね、便利だなと思います。賢いなっていうふうに思いますね。ということで、こちらが関空でございます。歩けるかな？ Can we walk? Oh, we can actually walk inside. Ooh la la. I don't know where I landed. Okay, this is the outside. I have no clue outside because I didn't drive in there. Can we see here? Oh, we can. Nope, this is also car. 車しかない。ここでいいや。悪くない。So, if you take the train though, there is one big station and you're gonna be ending up here. Yes, here. That doesn't really look like an airport. It looks more like a station, yes, because this is the station part. Station, airport, different building, you gotta remember. For this one, Haneda, it's connected, direct connect, right? This is also connected because there's like roofs here, so you don't really need to walk outside exactly. But still, it's not in the same building. So, you gotta know which way you gotta go. There's many signs here. Terminal 1 is to the left, Terminal 2 is to the right. There's only 2 terminals. Easy peasy compared to, there's not actually 2 terminals. There's also like another building, but that's for like LCCs. Anyways, for domestic LCCs, there's also like a small different place they're gonna be taken to if you use Peach. Anyways, main terminal, Terminal 1, Terminal 2. It's either go left or go right. And as you can see, it's not like direct connect, so you gotta keep that in mind. Why is he already saying that? Because if we're taking a train as a typhoon season, then probably gonna be a little bit wet. And for me, when I went there, it was summer. It was in August, so in the middle of like summer, really the heat season. There were like mists coming out of here to cool down, to chill down people. But still, it was very hot. I kind of wish that I was in the same building, but you know, I can't wish for everything. Anyway, so yeah, this is how the Kansai International Airport is. So, 関空の特徴としては、羽田とかをね、使い慣れてる方からすれば、駅と空港が、建物自体がちょっと分かれてるっていうのをね、ここ離れちゃうんだと思う方もいらっしゃるかもしれないんですけど、離れておりまして、電車の駅がですね、こんな感じになってまして、ここすごくわかりやすくですね、ターミナル1が左、ターミナル2が右っていう風に書いております。エアロプラザっていうのはホテルに併設されて、ちょっとしたなんか飲食店とかが集まってるとこだったと思います。そこでなんかずっと博士は時間を潰していたので、なんとなくの記憶がございます。こんな感じになっておりまして、で、ここご覧いただいてわかると思うんですけど、ちょっと外を歩くんですよね。その第一ターミナルに行くまでの間も。一応屋根はあるんで、あんまり濡れることなく行けるんですけど、ただ、台風の時とかはね、横から入ってきちゃったりすると思うので、それはご注意くださいっていうのと、あと、博士がね、関西国際空港をね、利用した、今まで1回しか使ったことないんだけど、去年使わせていただいて初めて、その時が8月だったので、めっちゃ暑かったんですよ。めっちゃ暑くて、ミストが出てはいたんだけど、あんまりミストもやっぱ効き目ないじゃないですか、猛暑日とかって。なので、暑い時はちょっと外歩かないといけないから、それ覚悟の上でになっちゃおうかなっていう気がしました。そんな感じで、関西国際空港、ね、ここに空港が駅があってっていう感じとなっております。So yeah, this is the station. で、こっちが第一ターミナルという風になっております。And this is Airlo Plaza, where the hotel is located. There's also some like shopping malls connected to it. So if you want to kill time, this is where I was most of the time because I wanted to kill time. There's like this place that you can go in. It's not really a shopping mall, so don't set your expectations too high. Not much place to shop. There's like a souvenir shop and restaurants, cafes, and that's quite it. So don't set your expectations too high. Though there's lots of like chairs that you can sit around and like wait and kill time like this. So it's good. I'll say it's good. It's easy to wait here and a lot cleaner than airport. Airport is clean, of course, just that not everyone uses here. Plus, it's also like a property of the hotel / shopping mall. So I think they just like clean it more often. So こんな感じでね、日光とあとファーストキャビンが入っております。あんま見るとこはなくって、なんかちょっとお土産屋さんがちょっと入ってたなーっていうぐらいで、あとコンビニ、その他なんか買い物する施設みたいな感じはないので、エアポートガーデンとかをね、想像されている方は、ってなっちゃうかもしれないんだけど、ただ、椅子がたくさんあってね、あそこたくさん座るところがあるので、時間めちゃくちゃ余っちゃったどうしよう暇だなっていう方には最適だと思います。でございますね。そんな感じとなっております。すごくね、シンプルだよね。羽田とか成田と比べるとね、どうしてもサイズ自体もちっちゃいので。 あ、そう、これね、This is the LCC terminal. ここね、LCC ターミナルね。So if you use Peach or so, you're gonna be coming here. There's a bus, actually not from here, bus from here. これすごくね、大事なことなんですけど、So yeah, if you wanna go to Terminal 2, it's here, the bus. So if you get out of the station, 駅出ます。AR プラザ向かいます。でもここは AR プラザであってターミナル2じゃないです。何するかっていうと、1階降りるんですよ。ここのエスカレーター。端っこのエスカレーターから。そうするとここにね、無料バスがあって、連絡バスが。So if you wanna go to Terminal 2 from the station, you gotta take the bus. Of course, it's free and there was like lots of bus somehow. And then you're gonna be taken to Terminal 2. And this is the Terminal 2. This is the LCC area. こちらね、ここら辺に着くのかな多分。これ第2ターミナルですね。ちょっと隔離されてますね。ここへ行ってない。行ってないと思う。行こうと思ってたけど、時間さすがにきついかと思って行かなかった気が若干します。はい、若干しますね。マジ行こうかって悩んでたんだけど、時間がなーと思ってやめちゃった。そんな感じで、ターミナルが分かれております。これ中見れるの？見えない。This is Aerial Plaza. Can I not see the inside of Terminal 2? I'm also curious because I've never been to Terminal 2. 若干 Oh, this is when it was closed! 2021年閉まってる時じゃないか。2018 Really bad photo! なんかこっちの方がやることありそうごめん。第一ターミナルが思ったより見るほどなくってさ、困ってたから。So there's like souvenir shops here. And so you see Peach and Jeju. There's one more. I forgot which one it was. But it was to Korea, I think. そう、韓国行きのがね、結構あったりしますね。あとピーチが。それが主な利用なんだろうな、ここ。孤島まあ全体的に孤島ですからね、こちらね、本当に。本当に孤島になったことあるからね、関空に関しては。そんな感じでございます。これって、ここは見れないのか、見れそうか。Yes! This is also fascinating. It looks different somehow! Anyways, yeah, this is the Terminal 1 inside of Terminal 1. For that one, I do have pictures ready. これはね、写真ご用意しております。でん。はい、去年の8月なので、がっつり脈々様の時ですね。This is when I went to Kansai International Airport. This is before security, I remember. これはね、セキュリティ前ですね。てか、セキュリティ前しか写真撮ってない。I only took pictures before security, so. And since it was last August, it was, the Bapaku, the World Pavilion thingy going on. So there's like that image character of Myaku in the middle. ミャクミャク様が映ってますね。バッチリ。全体的にこの中身が橙色なのが特徴的かなと思います。I feel like the inside color is really what's special about kicks, because in Japan you won't really see in airports with color, but this one has color. It's this like terracotta color. テラコッタみたいな色合いなのがね特徴的かなと思います。こんな感じでね、キックス広がっております。万博中だったからさ、下のところにさ、あれがあったんだよね。ここの前に立って、なんか万博にいる人とお話しすることができますみたいな。なんかあったじゃないですか。世界中の人たちと話をしようみたいな。あれの一箇所にね、関空選ばれてたみたいで。あったんだよね。誰でもやってなかった。だから、その係員のお姉さんがずっとお話ししてたね、結局。その万博にいる人たちと。万博にいる人たちからは話しかけられるんだけど、関空にいる側が誰も相手してなかったから、そこのね、係のお姉さんがずっと話してて、大変そうと思って素通りしましたね、博士かも。そんなことが行われてましたね。結 結構万博色強かったね、行った時は。他にも万博でこういうことやってますっていう紹介とかされているところとか、パンフレット配ってる人とかいたりして、もうかなり万博してました。関空からも始まってましたよ。大阪万博は。全然大阪万博行ってないのでわかんないんですけどね。行きたかったけど、なんかあんまりにも難しそうだったよね、正直。基本的にも、チケット料金的にも、なんか回りきれるかっていうと回りきれないだろうしっていうのでも。でも楽しそうではあった。という感じで、This is like the brief image of like how Kansai International Airport looks like. So when you land and when you go out of security, I think your first comment to the airport is going to be it's very orange. It's very terracotta color. Which I think it's cute, but it's quite rare to see like airports with colors in Japan. So it's interesting. I feel like that also screams Osaka. In a good way. ということで、高速船など見ましたが、then of course, what we want to do is I want to talk about food. I did not actually end up eating in the airport actually. I did eat after security. I went to a convenience store and bought like a rice ball or something. I was thinking of going to the food court or the restaurants, but it was too packed, long waiting, and I didn't find it worth it. So I just went into security and went to the convenience store and got myself some like rice balls or something. So I didn't really eat much, I remember. And I was starving on the plane on my way back to Haneda Airport. So when I got off, I ran to like the store and bought like a bento for myself. And the moment I came back home, I just like opened it and like started eating it. And like, I started eating it. Osaka Fusa. It does! Oh my gosh, here's one of my favorite places, but they don't have it in the airports. I'm not going to talk about it. Okay. ターミナルは第一ターミナルで行きましょうか。エリアは保安検査。せっかくなら全部で行ってもいいかな。そんなにたくさん羽田と比べてあるわけではないので。So this is the terminal 1. We can look in English if it's easier. 英語で見ますかね。Oh, maybe before security first. なんでもないや。Before security で行こう、最初。So, there should be like a food court. Is there a page for that? フードコートのページってない？なさそうだな。Yeah, there's a food court. 道頓堀鎌倉 is one of the popular famous ramen restaurant. Oh, this is the food court area. ここがフードコートですね。ここね。And there's lots of seats here. ここら辺にね、椅子とか机が置いてあって、そこで食べることができるよってなってます。ここのちょっとへこんでるのがフードコートエリアです。ということで、there's udon. There's udon. Takoyaki.毎度お気に食堂あるんだ。いいな。気づかなかった、それは。Wait, did they have 毎度お気に食堂? Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Oh no, I'm gonna be taken to the same page. Oh. There you go. I'm trying to show you what it is, so just hold on. And we have like the 道頓堀Kamukura. It's the ramen restaurant. 美味しいラーメン。Savor a truly unique ramen made with plenty of Napa cabbage and pork belly for a full body flavor that is rich and complex, yet light and clean with a natural sweetness. And there's also Kaneko Hannosuke. You might have heard of Kaneko Hannosuke if you live in North America because they have it. 毎度お気に食堂開けないじゃないか。ということで。And there's also sushi. It's in the food court. which is cool because you won't really see sushi restaurants in the food court. And there's also something called Genki Shoten, Senshu Genki Harami Skirt Steak Teishoku Meal Set. A Teishoku meal set made with Senshu Genki Harami Skirt Steak, beloved all across Japan. This beef has been delighting diners for 45 years, and Sakon first opened its doors in Izumi-sano. Don't miss this chance to try it yourself. And there's also San Marco curry. It's a curry. So that's like the food court area. There's also another foods, although like this is just so chilled, you can't buy anything that's oh, they actually have hot item sales, never mind. But this place is mainly about this Nikuma. This bao. It's a bao place. Really good. Really stinky though. I love it so much though. Gogo Ichihorai. It has a strong smell, so first of all, it's before security, so you can't bring it in on plane. Unless you buy a chilled item, you can't bring hot items onto the plane, so you don't need to worry about that. But some people eat this in the Shinkansen, the bullet train, but it's just like, even the Japanese ones, it's very controversial every time when someone does it. Some people say it's like you can eat whatever you want, which is correct, but at the same time, since it has a strong smell, some people dislike it because of the smell, which is understandable, because it's not something that everyone will love, a strong smelled food, right? So for this one, if you want to eat hot, eat it there. If you don't mind getting like chilled one and reheating at your home, just buy it, hop on, and don't try to eat it on the airplane or on the Shinkansen. Both of them, no, don't. For your safety. And there's also Tonkotsu Wako. It's a Wako restaurant. 36 seats, not many. There's Starbucks, of course, and Calesso is like a Italian cafe. Soba, beef bowl, and this is just a bakery. McDonald's. This was the most crowded McDonald's I've ever seen when I went there. There was like a line out and more family waiting here. They were just waiting until like the line gets shorter around here. And there was like seats here and also here a little bit, and near Kokokara Fine somehow. And some people were just like standing and eating in front of the drugstore. And I was like, you're blocking the drugstore. But they were like, they had like the big carts and they were like eating there in front of the drugstore. And I'm like, you're blocking it. But yeah, this was like the most ever crowded McDonald's I've ever seen when I went there. And I was like shocked. I thought like it won't be as crowded because like McDonald's, you can eat it in your home country. Everyone can. Like most of the country has McDonald's. So I thought these restaurants would be more crowded, right? It was. All the seats were taken, no place to sit down. But so I was like, oh, hey, I know there's McDonald's. Like, worst case, I can eat at McDonald's. I don't mind, because I'm just gonna fly back to Haneda, right? Anyways. And I walked all the way here, and what I saw was like just shocking. Most tourists, especially tourists who seem to be from like states, because they were speaking American English, were eating at McDonald's, and I'm like, you can eat at your home country! I was like, you can eat at your home country! Well, like, McDonald's are from states! And I saw like lots of American families eating there. Plus, I think the reason why I felt more crowded, because of like, each family were quite big in size. Of course, like, I mean, like, there were lots of members. There were like 4 or 5. So it was like, oh, big family. There were like 3 to 4 kids. And I was like, wow, you raise that many kids and still go like international traveling? And you eat at McDonald's? Well, understandably if you have lots of kids actually, because it's cheaper. But I was still like, oh, so this is the option. So this is the option that people comes into. Interesting. そう、博士課が行った時はね、もう一番混んでるマクドナルドでしたね。今まで見たことのあるマクドナルドで一番混んでたね。行ったことあるところで。本当になんかありえないほど混んでて、その時。 キオスクは当たり前のごとく待ってて、レジも長蛇の列でみたいな感じで、もう大変てんやわんやだったんだと思うんだけど、実際。で、なんか、席も埋まってるから、でもみんな買っちゃうから、カードとか持ってるじゃないですか。だから、スーツケースとか乗せてるカートを若干テーブル代わりにしながら、もうあちこちで食べてましたね、ここら辺の。ここからファインの普通に店舗前とかで食べてて、それ絶対邪魔だってと思いながら見てましたね。で、なんかここもダーって列ができてて、で、ここら辺で列がすくの待ってる家族が何組かいたり、急ぎじゃないけどここ行きたいから今ちょっと近くで待ってよみたいな感じの家族がいたりで、もうめっちゃ混んでて、本当になんか初めて見るレベルでマクドナルドが混んでたのを覚えてますね。Right, I must go to bed now. You're good night. Good night. Thank you for coming by. 他の店で美味しいのかな？いや、海外観光客の方が多かったので、単純に、まあ親しんでるご飯を食べたかったっていうのもあると思うし、安いっていうのもあると思う。結構子供連れのご家族が多かったので、まあ、ってなるとね、子供はね、やっぱハンバーガーが好き、マクドが好きっていう子も多いと思うし、安いからっていうのもあると思うんだけど、博士課がいた時は結構もう暇だったのでブラブラしてたんですよ。アメリカ英語めちゃくちゃ聞こえるんですよ、マクドナルドの前。アメリカ人の家族がたまたまその時複数組いて、いや、アメリカで食べれるやんってずっと思ってましたね。それに関してずっと思ってたね。いや、アメリカで食べれるやんって。っていう感じで、なんかめちゃくちゃ混んでた記憶があります。もちろんね、ここも全部埋まってたんだけどね、机、テーブルは全部埋まってて、全部列ができてたんだけど、一番人気でしたね、その時。その日はマクドでしたね、優勝が。なので、博士課は何したかっていうと、So what I did was that, I didn't still eat. There's Starbucks on the first floor too. There's also a coffee shop. This is one of the options. First floor is less crowded. If you just want food, you can just go here. Dotoru. It's a cafe. Hot dogs are like some simple foods you can eat there. 本当に何かしらだけ食べたいんだ、食べるものこだわりないっていう方はね、1階の方が全体的についてましたね。1階もめちゃくちゃブラブラしたから。本当にずっとブラブラしてた。で、これはセキュリティの中はどうやって見るんだ？ How do I look inside the security? Oh, like this. で、セキュリティの中ですね、こちら。There's a Japanese restaurant. It literally only says Japanese restaurant. Sushi! Japanese Italian. Cafe Dior, fancy cafe. Very fancy cafe. Soup. This is Chinese. It's Chinese soup apparently. A beef tail soup. 牛骨ね. There's also chicken soup. We're gonna be looking at it more on another page, but I just wanted to show you guys. So what I did was I didn't go to any of those restaurants because all of it was crowded, and I was like, nah, I don't feel like lining up. More than that, I just went to a convenience store. There is someone here. I just don't remember what it was. I don't even remember where my gate was. I do have a picture of it though. I think I ate at Family Mart. Yeah, I went to Family Mart. Got myself a rice ball. Caught it at the end. I was like, I'm good with this. Yeah, it was either bread or rice ball or something like that, and I just ate that, munched on that while I waited for the gate to open and to start boarding. I was just like sitting in front of the gate on the benches for like an hour and a half or so. I get too many people crowded everywhere, and I was just like, nah. Well, like, I went in August, so understandable, right? It's summer break for everyone. It's vacation time. ね、夏休みだったからね、博士会行った時しょうがないよ。もう本当にどこもかしこも混んでて。なんかあんまりゆっくり見れないぐらい混んでたんだよね。だったらええわーと思って、博士会はもう諦めのコンビニご飯にしましたね。I actually don't think it's here. I don't know which way though. But yeah, it was domestic for me where I went, so I don't think it's here. Just this seems very international. But yeah, I just went to what do you call? Oh gosh, my brain's dead. To a convenience store, and I was like happy with that. Yeah, domestic departures. Never mind, it is here. This is domestic departures. So, そんな感じにしましたね。Yeah, it was good. I was more surprised by how crowded it was, like entirely. I was like, wait, there's that many people who comes in to Osaka? This is after security domestic. There's only like 3 restaurants after domestic security. Like after security. There's Boteju. Gohanの写真を見せてくれないじゃん。Oh, here we go. Teppanyaki. There's this okonomiyaki. Takoyakis and things. And they also have the Saint Mark Cafe. I thought about going in here. Again, it was kind of crowded. So I was like, nay. こっちだね。あ、じゃあ合ってるんじゃない？ファミマ多分食べた記憶があるもん。So yeah, I was right. I do remember because I was like, I remember I bought something at like Family Mart probably. I think I was right. ファミマだったと思います、実際。実際そうだったと思います、多分。Maybe not. I don't. Oh yeah, anyways. Oh no, it was Lawson! 違うわ、ローソンだわ。It's Lawson that I used. Now I remember! Yes, I remember. Here? Okay. The reason why I remember. I gotta talk about this. There's 2 souvenir shops. And I got requested from my family to get something that you can technically find in the Kanto, the east side of Japan, but it's kind of hard to because it's very rare. Although in the Kansai International Airport, it's sold throughout the year. So my family requested me to get that as a souvenir, and that's like I needed to go to a souvenir shop, and right next to it I found a convenience store, and I was like, oh, how convenient, and I just got it here. So yeah, it was Lawson. ローソンでしたわ。ここでね、家族に頼まれてね、赤服買ったんですよ。なんか赤服って東京では全然売ってないっていうので、一応売ってなくないんだけど、レアなのかな、かなり珍しいはずそれ。っていうので、関空だったらなんか通年でずっと売ってるみたいだからって言われて、買ったんだよね。だから覚えてますね。それをここで買ったんさ。ここもね、同じようなお店なんですよ、ここと。だけどまあ、同じようなものを売ってました、ここで。で、隣にちょうどローソンあったしと思って、ここでなんかパンかおにぎりかなんかだけ買って食べたような記憶がうっすらと芽生えてきましたね。そんな感じでしたね。結構本当に国内線はシンプル。お店も少ないし。And international after security. There's lots of restaurants. Yay! There's something called onigiri burger. I don't even know if I can open the page. Sushi Otaku? What kind of name is that? 何この寿司オタクって。オタクの方だし、しかも。こういうことね。なんか、パック寿司ね。Oh, so it's not a restaurant. It's just a store that sells it. So you gotta take it, to go type of restaurant. Okay, okay. So let's check Terminal 2. Like, as you can kind of see, there's lots of restaurants, but at the same time, it's less than Haneda, so it's kind of easy to go around. Terminal 2 again is for a few international flights like Jeju and Peach. But there's Kokosu! 大阪ごち食堂。マジでどれも開けないのかな今日。なんでだろうね。なるへそ？その可能性があるのか。Wait, there's something I want to check. There is a chance that I couldn't open it because this is a private browser. これをね、見せたいんだよ、みんなに。毎度お気に食堂。So personally, if I'm gonna use Kanku again, Kicks, I think I will eat at Airlo Plaza actually, because there's オリーブの丘入ってたんだ。There's Olive Hill and Zateria. Olive Hill is like Japanese Italian, cheap Japanese Italian, very cheap. It's like Saizeriya. Very similar to Saizeriya, but it tastes slightly different.オリーブの丘入ってたんだ。気づいてなかった、その時。How are you, Rita? I'm doing good! Hope you guys are enjoying this too. So like Olive Garden, but Japanese and cheaper? Yes. Better than Saizeriya? Personally, I like Olive Hill better. Taste-wise. 個人的にはオリーブの丘の方が好みですね。サイゼリヤより。両方美味しいけどね。もうとっても好きだけど、両方。ただ、オリーブの丘ね、基本ちょっとアクセス悪いからな。あんまり行けない。And there's also Zateria. Zateria, is a burger chain. It used to be Lotteria, but was it Zensho or like another company bought it out, so they changed the name from Lotteria to Zateria. ね、ゼッテリアに名前変わりましたからね。オリーブの丘で時間潰してるのが賢くない？これが正解ムーブなんじゃないか？関空における。オリーブの丘行って時間を潰すっていう。見れるじゃん。ナイス。メニューですよ。安いんだよね。でもね、量は少ないから、サイゼリヤと同じで。めっちゃお腹いっぱい食べようと思うと、なんやかんや、ってなってたりはするから気をつけないといけない。これ、めっちゃ美味しいです。これめっちゃ美味しいです。これめっちゃ美味しいです。本当にめっちゃ美味しいです。これのためにもう一回行きたいもんな、今、オリーブの丘。エビとほうれん草のパイ包み焼きビスクソース、大変美味しいので、近くにある方、食べてみてください。美味しいです、こちら。友達と行ってね、あれこれ頼んでシェアするくらいがちょうどいいんだよね、オリーブの丘は。Yeah, the portion is quite small for this restaurant, so you gotta be careful. Okay, so these are antipasto. あんま前菜は頼んだことないかもしれない。あ、なんでもないわ。これは、これだわ。アサリとベーコンのアヒージョは食べたことあります。I've had that before. Salad, I think it was the carrot one that I had, or the Caesar salad. Like, but yeah, here it's quite budget friendly. And it's a family type of restaurant, so I don't know for that Kansai Era Plaza location, but usually they do have the fountain drinks, so you can stay kind of like not as long as you want, of course, because it's probably a popular location. Pretty sure they'll have like 90 minutes maximum use or something. But still, you can stay longer than any other restaurants. So if you just want to like chill and relax and just like, you know, have a drink with you, then probably here's the best option. Eh, 次関空だったらオリーブの丘だな。だってね、飲み物もさ、ドリンクセットにすればいいだけじゃないですか。で、好きなだけ飲めて、で、多分混んでるロケーション、店舗って、だいたいファミレスでも90分マックスとかって言われるんだよね。60分から90分なんで、それはもちろん、店舗によりけり、どこに入ってるかによりけりだから、例えば、エクスペアリのサイゼリアも確か90分かなんかだったと思うのね、マックスが。結構十分じゃないですか。絶対フードコートで食べるよりかはゆっくりできるし、マクドナルドで食べるよりかはゆっくりできるから、実際もうオリーブの丘で済ましちゃうのは賢い気がする。味も美味しいし、値段も優しいし。実際賢い気がするな。But again, this is a very Japanese, localized Italian. So don't expect it to be Italian. This is a very localized Italian. オリーブの丘はただサイゼリアもだけどかなりローカライズされてるイタリアンだと思っていて、なんなら個人的にはサイゼリアより日本人向けになってるなと思う。Personal opinion, I feel like Olive Hill is more localized in Saizeriya. Personal opinion. Because Saizeriya sometimes does like a challenging meal, which is like, they try to introduce us to something and we're like, hey, what's that? And then if you research about it, it's like a comfort food for, like comfort Italian food for like a really small village or something, like a really small area. Saizeriya does that sometimes. Olive Hill doesn't really explore Italian foods. They only have like the basics. Do they have Olive Garden? Nope. Olive Garden is very Americanized Italian too. It's not Italian. That's also localized, right? So, でもね、このね、前菜美味しかったんだよね。前菜？季節限定だ。But yeah, this was really good. I've been to Olive Garden before, and I liked it until like a certain age I hit, and I was like, this isn't, because like it's not even cheap for that one. It's not even cheap. For like Japanese Italian, the reason why I eat it is because it's at least budget friendly. Unlimited breadsticks still? Yeah, but it's it's not cheap. Especially if you're coming from like another country, then it won't feel cheap. So, really budget friendly. That's the reason why I like it. If you just want like to have better Italian food place, just search it on Google and go there. If you want budget friendly Italian, Japanese Italian, Olive Garden or Caesarea is a place to go. Kix is nice recently from YVR, now that's huge busy. Yeah, the size I feel like it's kind of same as YVR, even though like the airport itself is supposed to be bigger because there's much more airlines and people coming in and out. But busy, I think we were just lucky because when I went in the summer, it was crazy busy. It was crazy busy. Bollywood-san, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for usually streaming at the perfect time for me at work. I can't always be in chat, but I am almost always listening. Oh, thank you. Happy to hear that you're listening. Hope your work is also going well. Do you have a favorite airport? I gotta say it's obviously Haneda. Because there's so many things to do. It's so nice to just hang around there. I go to Haneda for no reason, even if I don't have a flight or anything. I just go there to hang out and have fun. There's many things to do there. And it's easy access. Really easy access. Convenient. Nice. Great airport, in my opinion. Why go to security just to walk around? Oh, if you go past security in Haneda, there's nothing. Before security, there's like the shopping malls. After that, it's really simple. That's the reason why I prefer Narita after security, because there's much more things to do. And like, if you mean like, what you do that? Like, why do you do that? It's simple, because I arrived at the airport like 3-4 hours before my flight. I don't go there like 2 or 1 hour before. I go 3-4 hours before. So, I appreciate and prefer airports that has more place to look at. That has more place to look around. I appreciate it more. Because I need to kill the 3-4 hours. And like an hour-ish before flight, I want to be sitting in front of the gate. So I gotta kill like 3 hours. So I try to spend like 1 or 2 hours before security and another one after security and the last one in front of the gate, right? That's my routine, basically. It's like that most of the time. If it's 3 hours, I spend like 1 hour before security, hour later security, and another hour in front of the gate, or hour and a half before security, another hour and a half, or whatsoever, like that. So, I know some people just prefer the really simple airports. Personally, I do not. I like it when it's complex, because there's more things to do. But this is just my preference. That's the reason why I really like Changi and I want to go back to Changi. Because I was only able to stay there for 4 hours, including the connection flight itself. The connection, like, security thingy. And I wasn't with my friends. I was with just, like, another group of people. And they kind of dragged me around to places I wasn't interested at all. So I didn't have fun. Exactly. そう、結局そんなショッピングモールのようにいろいろ歩くためだけになんでそれが好きなのって聞かれたんだけど、簡単で、博士課はですね、空港にですね、3、4時間前に着くんですよ。3、4時間前に着くんですよ、空港に。だから、その、時間つぶしが始まるんだよね。それが好きなんだけど、博士課はね。それを楽しんでるんだけど、そう、早めに着いて、もうブラブラ見るのが好きなの。本当に、それが好きで、預け荷物があるときはささっとそれだけ預けて、もう、あとはひたすらゆっくり見るのが好きで。で、ゲート前にはね、1時間ぐらい前から座ってたい方なので。I basically like the airport that too, by the way. After security, I go check if the gate exists. And after I check that, I can finally start looking around and exploring the airport. And then I'll like go back to the gate and sit there and wait. I'm just a simple airport enjoyer. そう、ただ本当に空港を楽しみたいんだよね。What? Canadian morning and Toko? What's that? 何これ？全然わかんなかった。Specializing in outdoor fashions and gear, bags, travel goods, and lifestyle accessories, prepare for a journey with a great selection of apparel, wallets, and other accessories made in Japan. Choose from popular backpack and t-shirts, or explore a broad lineup of outdoor items like hats and travel mugs. Perfect for any active lifestyle. Brands carried here includes Chums, Columbia, Carrymore, Millet, Mammoth. I'm probably reading it wrong. Oh, this one! The Fox Design logo one. I do know, but I don't know how to read it. Fiat Raven? Gramichi? Casio, and many more. Why is it Canadian morning? Why is it Canadian morning? Because you guys have Columbia? But isn't Columbia even Canadian? The brand? If they have Canadian Goose or like Architects, it makes sense because those two are like Lululemon. Those three are Canadian, very Canadian. Why is it Canadian morning in Toko? Toko! Toko, I want to know why it's a Canadian morning. I thought Columbia was American, right? It's American, right? Then why is it Canadian? Like this, the store name. Is there any Canadian brands here? I don't think so. I actually don't think there was any Canadian brands listed up there. Interesting. Interesting. A gacha store. Must not forget where it is. Because this is the fun zone, basically, right? The gacha. ガチャガチャ楽しいですからね。エディオンって中国語でこうやって書くんだ。愛電王だわ、確かに。確かに愛電王だね。アイデンエディオンになるのか。確かに。でも納得だったわ。ということで、travel guide from the airport. So these are the places that you can visit from the airport. Well, like closer. Of course you can visit anywhere. But yeah, from Kansai International Airport, going to Kyoto is about like 80-ish minutes by train. Kyoto, I feel like if you're gonna visit Kansai, many people are gonna go to Kyoto as well. Because that's like where you see like the shrines, temples, and beautiful Japanese like historical sceneries and things, right? And I know people loves it. Plus, now there's also a Nintendo Museum. You gotta make a reservation though, beforehand. Although, like, I know that place is also really popular. So, yeah, those are Kyoto. And Nara is like the Deer Nara Park, and also a huge temple and shrine, both of it there. So that's about 70 minutes from the airport by train. And Kobe, it's about 80 minutes by train, or again, you can just take the ferry ride, the boat ride, 30 minutes, and then take the train from there, which is gonna be shorter than 80 minutes. And Osaka itself, it's 40-ish minutes, less than 40-ish minutes actually. And Osaka itself, Osaka is well known for its food, lots of things to eat. And there's also the Osaka Castle, but don't have your expectations too high for Osaka Castle. Started being kind of like bitter towards Osaka. It's not like I don't like it, I do like it. It's just that the memory I have with Osaka Castle isn't really good. Because when I went there, it was after the huge renovation. So like inside, you expect it to be like a historical building, right? It is not at all for Osaka Castle. Inside is just a building. They have elevators. And they have stairs, of course, but you can tell it's newly built for those. It feels fresh. At least it felt fresh when I went there. And it was super packed. So when I went to the Osaka Castle as well. So when I was like climbing up the stairs, what happened was there wasn't any distance between each people. So it felt like I saw a butt in front of my face the entire time I climbed up the stairs. So I felt like I was just chasing the butt, and I felt really, I didn't like that. It was kind of like, ugh. And when you go to the top, the observation deck finally, and I was like kind of still excited to see the view, but there was like some safety nets everywhere and fences, so you can't really see the view well, and it's still packed, and I can't unsee the butt that I kept seeing while I climbed up the stairs. So I was like, nah, I want to climb down, and we went immediately down after that. Everyone in the group was like the same opinion. They were like, yeah, this wasn't what we expected it to be. Okay. Oh, thank you, Ember One-chan, for the raid. Welcome, Ember One-chan. Hi, I'm Iori Hakushika for Face Origins, and I'm talking about airports. I love airports, and I started doing the series where I introduce you guys to Japanese airports first and explain how it is and how to access those. Because I know there's more people who's coming into Japan, you know, lots of tourists, and I know Face fans, most of you guys likes Japan or wants to visit. So yeah, I'm doing like an airport stream. And this is my third time, and we're talking about Kansai International Airport, the entrance to the Kansai region, Osaka and so. So yeah, I was talking about my memory with the Osaka Castle. When I went there, it was after the huge renovation, so it's more like a building and not a castle. Don't set your expectations too high if you're going to Osaka Castle. If you're like dreaming of some like traditional historical castle, it's not. It doesn't look outside, but inside it's more like a building, like a building. And when I went to Osaka Castle, it was really packed, so many people. So when I was like climbing up the stairs, I kept seeing there was like a butt in front of my face for the person who's like climbing in front of me, right? I kept like that was always in front of my face, someone else's butt, and I can't unsee that. So when I went to the observation floor, the deck, I was like, I want to see like a beautiful scene or beautiful view to like wash my eyes. And I looked up and all I saw was like the safety net and the fences. So I couldn't really see a nice view as well. So yeah, I got sad and I just went, I climbed down immediately after that. そうなんだよ。大阪城との思い出、それなんですよね。誰かの、なんか、博士課の前を登ってた人のお尻がずっと博士課の顔の前にあって複雑な気持ちで登ってたなっていう。本当に嫌だった、それは。いや、コロナ前とかだったからさ、その、今となってはある程度みんな車間距離じゃないけど、人との距離もさ、あんま詰めないでおこうって考えじゃないですか。前と比べたらね、もちろん電車とかはまあいいんだけどさ、わざわざそんなぴったり後ろについてまでってないじゃん。当時は全くそんなんじゃなかったから、もうとにかく、はい、人来たね、はい、階段登ってって感じで押される感じでね、後ろの人に。本当に登りざるを得なくて。で、やってたらもう目の前によそ様のね、知らん人のお尻がずっと顔の前にあって、嫌な気持ちになりながら登ったなっていう記憶と、ようやく展望会に着いたって時にもずっと保護用のね、とっても大切ですよ。安全用のためにネットが張り巡らされてて、あんまり景色見れなくって、人も多いし景色見れないし、お尻をずっと追いかけてたしっていうので、すぐ降りた記憶があります。あと、景色を見るだけだったら多分安倍春の方が綺麗って正直思っちゃったな。でももちろんね、これは歴史好きな人からしたら違う意見だと思うので、ごめんなさい。歴史があまりにも興味がないものからすればこういう意見になっちゃう。単純に、観光展望台として捉えたときはね。ただまあ、かっこよかったですよ。外からの見た目は。外観はかっこよかった、実際。Of course, you know, preserved from outside, like looking at the castle from outside, it was cool. It was very cool. So yeah, as you can see, the access isn't too bad. It's quite, I won't say it's the best, but to Osaka, it's quite good. And also Osaka, there's also, so again, this is where the airport is. And there should be, I don't even know where it is actually. Oh, here we go. There's the Universal Studios Japan, USJ. Ganbare. Here we go. There's Universal Studios Japan. I feel like if you like theme parks, this is also a must-visit place in Japan, especially if you like Nintendo and if you like theme parks, because now there's this Nintendo area. Right? And there's this Donkey Kong area and the Nintendo area. No, there's no. No. Anyways, yeah, this is a picture of it. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong のエリアとかもあるので、任天堂が好きな方はね、ユニバもマストでね、訪れるべきとこだと思います。And there's also Harry Potter area, by the way. Personally, I always, oh yeah, this Minion ride is also fun. はちゃめちゃライド楽しいですよね、ミニオンの。これ結構楽しくて好きです。I do like this actually, Minions ride and 覚えてないな、あんまり。行ったの昔だから。なんだっけ？あ、これだ！ And this too. This is fun. This one, this is like the basic space fantasy to ride, but this is when there's no collapse. They usually have a collapse going on every time. So they had Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, Lupin the Third, Doraemon. They always have some kind of collab going on. Like, they also have Mario Kart. Mario Kart 楽しそう。絶対面白かったでしょうね。いいな。これはモンハンかな？そう、こんな感じでいろいろな コラボしております。So yeah, they have different kinds of collabs, lots of collabs going on. So it's fun to visit. これ楽しいですよね。あとはなんだろうな。Osaka, if you're going from using the Kansai International Airport, going around like Namba and Umeda is easy to access. When I went to Umeda, I stayed at likeどこだっけな。どこだっけな。パーじゃなくて、いや、ここの端っこから歩いて、いや、すんごい地下で繋がってるんですよ。全く思い出せない。ホテルの位置が。すんごい地下で繋がってるのだけ覚えてて。あ、ここだ。ファーストキャビンに泊まったんですよ。I stayed at first cabin. It's a capsule hotel. And the nice thing about Osaka Umeda is also that you can go in from the underground from here, and it goes all the way and connects back to the station. So you don't need to go out, which I like. And as you can see, it's huge. Umeda and Osaka are connected. Okay. Osaka, Umeda are connected. Umeda is just a metro and Osaka is the non-metro basically. It's connected, very huge, very huge. And as you can see, there's this Osaka, Umeda, another metro. All of these are connected. And all of these big buildings also has underground floors. All of it is connected. These are all connected underground. So apparently a lot of people get lost. Somehow I did not. There's also a shopping mall here underground. It's all connected around here. It's like that. It's very crazy. Somehow I did not. I was able to navigate myself through. I was actually really good at walking around. And I don't remember which restaurant it was that I went. No, I don't think it's this one actually. Never mind, it's not this. どこなんだろうね、博士が食べた。I got takoyaki somewhere. ね、明石焼きなんだよね、でも正確には。I got 明石焼き actually. ここだと思う。Yeah, I went here. ブブ亭さんってところに行きました。そう、明石焼きさ、梅田駅周辺でおすすめのとこあったらマジで知りたい。美味しかったんだけど、なんか、全然美味しかったんだけど、他のも食べてみたいなと思って。まあ、明石焼きはね、まあね、明石市がね、もちろん本場なので、兵庫行けよって話なんだけど。So yeah, I went here. This place is a place well known for akashiyaki. Akashiyaki is like takoyaki, but with no it won't come with sauce on top of it. What it is that there's a broth soup that comes along with it, and you're gonna dip it in the soup and eat it. It's so good, so good. I love akashiyaki. I actually like it more than takoyaki. Takoyaki より好きなんですよね、明石焼きの方が。So it's like takoyaki, but it feels lighter because there's no mayonnaise, there's no sauce on top of it, and I like this more. こいしか明石焼きを見てます。Yeah, 明石焼き very good. Yeah, I ate it here. So if you're going to Umeda, Osaka, I recommend checking out any of the akashiyaki restaurants. There's lots of places that serves akashiyaki. Most of the takoyaki places serves akashiyaki as well, so you don't need to worry about that actually. It's just that, is there like an underground passage? Not so much. I want to show you how crazy it is underground. I can! Here we go! This is still part of the underground. this is still part of the underground. Still underground. And it still continues forever. Goes on and on and on. All you can see are like restaurants or these shops. And the other way around too, it's like the same. Is Umeda Station larger than Shinjuku Station? Those are big in different ways. Is that Umeda, the station itself-wise, I think Shinjuku is bigger. The problem is that Umeda, it's connected to different buildings underground. As I said, this is part of the station Osaka Umeda Station. This is Umeda Station. This is Osaka Station. All has underground floors. Not only that, there's a shopping mall here underground. Shopping around here. I don't think this is underground but at least for here, there's also underground that's all connected. And here, there's also underground that's connected. So what happens is that there's like 4 or 5 are actually underground here as well. So yeah, 5, 6 different shopping malls and things that's all connected by underground. So if you include all of that, Osaka is actually bigger. Umeda is bigger than Shinjuku. So that's the reason why people get lost. Because they don't know which way. And plus, this is like the freaking thing that happens in Umeda, Osaka is that you're at basement 3, underground floor, right? You're at the 3rd floor in the underground, B3. Somehow, there's sunlight coming in. And you're like, huh? So people get confused. They get confused is what happens. Because the brain starts to think that they're not in the underground because it's so bright, or it's either like sunlight that comes in. Because of the building, it's like that somehow. And what happens is that because they're connecting different buildings, different stations all at once, all together, is that, for example, it might just be like the 3rd floor, like basement 3 and B3 in Umeda. Then if you go to Osaka, that's B2. That happens. So that's also another reason why people get lost, because they think that they're in like basement 2, but when you don't even notice. You don't even notice when you crossed into another building. You don't even notice when you entered, because underground is all connected. And there's signs, but the signs are quite small usually, and there's so many people, so you can't really stop and look at it. You're going to be pushed by the people around you. So you will be entering another building, another shopping mall without noticing. And at that time, the floor changes. I didn't get lost, but when I needed to navigate myself from like the corner, the end of the edge of Osaka Station to here, that happened. Because I think I started from like floor 1, and then I went up to B1, and then I did not climb downstairs, but I was at B2. Because all of the place too, it's like a slope, but you won't really notice the slope. Because there's too many people, and it's kind of hard to like tell what's going on. And you're climbing down, climbing up without noticing, or you just move the buildings, so the floor changed. Happens a lot around Umeda Station, Osaka Umeda Station. So if we're going to Osaka, and if you're gonna be using Umeda Osaka and you want to look around and you're like, hey, what about like, grabbing some food and then going on the train and then meeting up with my friend at like this location, tell your friend, don't tell the exact time when you can be there. Don't tell the time that you Googled, because if it says like 5 minutes to get to that platform, at least have extra 3. It's my advice.そう、梅田大阪はまあややこしそうではあるなと思いましたね、実際行った感想としても。白鹿はですね、品川の方が迷います。なぜか今まで一番迷った駅が品川駅なんですよ。池袋と品川だな。池袋と品川が一番迷いました。梅田はね、一切迷わずにね、行きましたね。意味がわからない。意味がわからない。梅田はめっちゃ余裕じゃんと思って、本当に一切迷わずに行きたいとこ全部行けて、ちゃんと地図見ればどこにいるかも分かって動けたのに、品川が迷うからね。 品川ってややこしくない？これわかるかな？品川ってなんかややこしいんだよね、すごく。なんか苦手でさ、品川駅が。不思議とね。何回も行ってるんだけどな。回数で行くと品川は圧倒的にもちろん梅田より行ってるので、不思議なんだけど、未だにね、品川は緊張しますね。利用しないといけないとき。ドキドキってなる。Gotcha, I kept getting lost in there when I stayed in Umeda. Yeah. Have some extra time. Just be ready to be lost. Don't panic when you get lost, because, like, I feel like you feel more panic because the people around you, seems to, like, they look like they know where they're heading to, and they seem very calm. Don't worry. If they're not local, high chance that they're also lost. Even like Japanese get lost there, it doesn't matter. It's not about the language, it's about the station. It's how that station is built, kind of poorly, because they kept connecting all those and they kept expanding the underground shopping mall too. So, don't panic. I can say at least like 10 to 20 people there that are gonna pass by are also lost. Because on Japanese Twitter, you will see lots of people complaining about how meta is confusing every day. So everyone's feeling the same way. One unusual store names to orient yourself, your phone can lie about which direction it's facing. Yeah, especially underground. Especially underground. So don't think the GPS is correct. Which also makes it tricky. あとね、そう、Google マップの GPS も、地下街だとやっぱちょっと狂うので、それもややこしくさせるんだよね。地図見てもわかんない。なんでってなる方がいるのは、それもあるかなと思いますが、まあ、しょうがないです。地下にいるので、あなたは。ということでね、関西、そして大阪の話でした。So that was about kicks and also a little bit about Osaka. I hope that information help if you're heading to Osaka this year. If it's your first time, keep in mind Osaka Umeda Station is very, very big and confusing. The underground is crazy, so be ready to get lost. My advice is that don't believe which way you're facing, but the map itself is helpful, the Google map. I'm proud, and I'm bragging about this, how I didn't get lost in the Umeda at all. At all, I did not. Even during the peak hours when I needed to like walk through the people, I was able to. Even like the rush hours, nothing stopped me. I was so strong. But somehow I get lost at Shinagawa Station, even though it's much, much more simple. I do not know. I don't know what's wrong about me, but yeah, I get lost at Shinagawa Station. I don't at Umeda though. Shinagawa I do. It's just so, I don't know. なんだろうね。品川なんでかわかんないんだよね。気が悪いんかな。スピッチャー。So what you're saying is that if we was in Japan, we need to commission you to be our tour guide. 1 million per hour. Yeah, sure. 品川でも実際、ちょっとわかる理由があって、なんか駅中になぜかアトレない？あれがややこしいんだよ。アトレかな？なんか忘れたけど名前。あれがややこしくさせるんだよ。ということで、読んでいきたいと思います。I'd like to start reading.Tonka, thank you. ありがとうございます。Thank you for continuing. そして、Silent Sassy さん、thank you for 5 months. And Polypro さん、thank you. ありがとうございます。Thank you for the super chat. ありがとう。よいしょ。よいしょ。Who is streaming?Oh, since we talked about Osaka, let's go to Rooney, because the reason why I went to Kansai last year was to meet Rooney, because she was on a Japan trip, right? We met up at Nara Park. That's the reason why I visited Osaka last year. いすみさん、ピンキありがとうございます。スーパーチャットありがとうございます。今日も勉強になりました。配信ありがとう。ありがとう来てくれて。ね、空港楽しんでこれからもいっぱい見ていきたいなと思いますので、よろしくお願いします。ということで、Thank you very much for coming and thank you everyone from Ember Stream. I hope you guys enjoyed me yapping about airports and Osaka and like Kansai in general. So, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day or good night to people who's going to sleep. 寝る方はお休みだし、まだまだこれから一日長いよって方は一緒に今日も頑張っていきましょう。頑張るぞいってことで、バイバイおつしかー。